The stagecoach creaked and groaned as it rolled toward the frontier town of Red Hollow, its wheels cutting deep lines into the dry earth. Dust rose in thick clouds, clinging to everything it touched. Inside the coach sat Margaret Whitmore, her spine straight, gloved hands folded neatly over a worn leather medical bag. She had traveled for weeks from the polished streets of Boston to reach this forgotten stretch of land, guided by nothing but a letter promising opportunity and purpose. When the coach finally stopped, silence followed in, unnatural pause, broken only by the restless shuffle of horses. Margaret stepped down carefully, her boots sinking slightly into the dirt. The town before her looked harsh and unwelcoming. Wooden buildings leaned with age, paint peeling under the relentless sun. A saloon dominated the street, its doors swinging lazily as rough laughter spilled out. Every pair of eyes turned toward her. She felt them assessing her tailored dress, her tidy hair pinned beneath a modest hat, the way she carried herself with quiet confidence. A woman alone was unusual enough. A woman arriving with a doctor's bag was unheard of. "Well, I'll be damned," muttered a man near the hitching post. Margaret ignored the stares and lifted her chin. She had faced worse than suspicion. Medical school lectures filled with scoffs, professors who doubted her resolve, patients who refused her current. They had no other choice. She spotted the small building labeled Clinica, generous word for a structure barely standing. As she approached, a deep voice stopped her. "You lost, Miss." She turned to see a tall man leaning against a post outside the general store. He wore a weathered coat, dust-covered boots, and a wide-brimmed hat shadowing sharp, observant eyes. Everything about him spoke of the land unyielding and strong. "No," Margaret replied evenly. "I've arrived." The man studied her for a moment, then gave a short laugh. "You the doctor they wrote about?" "I am." "That's so." He pushed himself upright. "Name's Colt Ryder." She nodded, politely. Margaret Whitmore. Colt's gaze flicked to her medical bag. "Town's rough on doctors. Rough on anyone, really. I didn't come here expecting comfort." "That'll be your first smart decision," he said, though there was something like approval in his tone. If you want to hear the full story, click the title below.